I bought my first house when I was 23 years old, and I was the finance director for a car dealership. What felt like the very next day, my bitch ass boss called me in and said that he was demoting me and was also going to give me more responsibility. In other words, he was looking for a way or a reason to fire me. Right after that, I started having these crazy ass conversations with her. For nothing that I did, it really didn't matter. The writing was on the wall. And the worst part is that this was in 2008, right before this thing called a recession happened. And at the time, I never knew what the hell that was. So I bought this house for 320,000 in 2008 in April, and by the end of that year, the house was only worth 208,000. Well, it had went down in value like $112,000. And to make things worse on myself, I had went and financed a bunch of shit. I bought a motorcycle, I bought a truck, I bought a quad, I bought a car, and I financed all of them and knew I was definitely screwed. And this is the thing I realized at this time. I was about 26. If I didn't have that house, I would have quit that job. I would have went and found another job in another industry. I would have moved to a cheaper apartment. I would have made so many moves, but because I had that house and all those other things, I was stuck. And my boss knew I was stuck. He called me in, told me, do what I say, otherwise I'm going to fire you, and how are you going to pay for your house? Going through all that was definitely one of the most stressful times of my life. And that's why I'm telling you guys about this now. I want you to hear what I went through so you can learn from my mistakes, and then also maybe learn from what I had to go through to get out of that shit. When I was 23, my goal was to buy a house because I thought that would make me successful. And I'm realizing that what I really wanted wasn't to be successful. What I really wanted was freedom. And buying that house isn't necessarily going to give that to me. If you want to know two things I do instead of buying a house, or find out what I did to keep my house and get out of that situation, feel free to check out some of my other videos. Thank you for watching.